In this video, we're going to be reviewing and unboxing the Kasa Smart Wi-Fi Power Strip. Hey guys, AJ the CEO here. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, thanks for stopping by. And on this channel we focus on tips, training, strategies, reviews, and builds to help modernize your media ministry. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. So why am I reviewing stuff like this? This is similar to the smart adapter that I installed, which I will have up here, that I installed at the Good Shepherd install that I did, just because there was no way to remotely connect that system easily into the video system that we installed. So I've been looking at wanting to get one of these because I have a bunch of smart plugs that I use, and I wanted to test this out because this is going to free up some stuff that I have with my personal setup, as well as testing it out to see how viable it is for my media ministry. Now the idea is, just like any smart plug, each one of these adapters you can connect and remotely control, put it on a schedule or anything like that. So my thought is similar to what I have with my setup, is I have a voice command that I have with my Google Home linked in to where I can say I want to start recording, and it will turn on my mixer, turn on my lights, turn on my audio mixer, and just turn on everything that I need, instead of me having to have all of my video equipment plugged in all the time. So I have a bunch of HDMI to SDI converters that unfortunately right now stay on all day, pretty much 24/7 until I actually want to use something, and I just don't want to reach down there and unplug it. And that's kind of how I have it set up at church, that some of the video equipment that we have is powered on the entire time. So what I'm thinking is test this out in my setup, and then what I want to do is hook this up to where I have it on a schedule similar to the smart plug at Good Shepherd, where it will turn on based on the common usage. And then maybe, depending if I can get everybody else in our media ministry together, is kind of have it kind of voice activated with a tablet, or maybe just leave the app on a tablet that's nearby in the media booth, so that they can just press one button and it turns on everything dynamically in our media booth. So that's far-fetching of what I would like to do, but mainly I want to do this and set this up to simplify my setup here. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what's inside. That's pretty much all that came inside of it, except for also a super strong smell of bleach-like smell. I don't know what that was. That kind of caught me off guard, but you just got this little card here to install the app, which again I already have. I don't want to show my messy cables, but I will. So I go back behind all this fun stuff here. There is the smart plug that I use that's connected to the back of my portable ATEM system that powers this. So if I hit the switch all the way back there, it'll turn everything on. That's what I'm going to be using to replace this. Again, excuse my mess. So let's see, it comes with three 2.4 amp 5 volt USB chargers. So what I can do is, as you can see right there, there is my HDMI to SDI for my camera right here. There's my LED light, my Rode mic. You can barely see it, but there's my sound mixer right there. And that's how I have all this stuff going on. Then got the PlayStation and all this other stuff like that. So I want to hook this up to, first I will have my full switcher plugged into this, which powers everything that's inside of there, the screens and all that stuff down there. Then I'll also plug in the mixer. Then I will, in the USB, I have two converters. I have a SDI to HDMI and HDMI to SDI. Actually, that's the bidirectional that I've recently replaced. So actually that does not use power. So that will be another one that I plug here. But I have the two, the HDMI to SDI and the original SDI to HDMI here, that I will have powered here. And hopefully I can send power to these through this as well. And I don't think I have anything else that I need to be plugged into this for right now, but I think this is going to be a perfect example for what I'm going to be using it for. There's a button on the back, so there's the main power for everything like you would traditionally have, and there's some mounting holes there, which would be really good. Like I said, if I do this at my church, I could actually mount this up under the media desk and maybe have a couple of these. The one thing I will say is I can't remember the proper name for them. I don't know if they're the 240 volts, so excuse me, but I know a lot of the amps that we have in our church has the horizontal plug here, so it won't work for everything at my church, but some of the video gear and things like that and the soundboard can be plugged into this. So I'm just thinking while I'm doing this, what is a viable option there. So let's go ahead and plug it up, and then I'm gonna bring up the app. Alright, so pretty much didn't really do nothing except for plug it in, and now I'm assuming that what that means is it's looking for a Wi-Fi connection. So this is just like how this original one used to be set up, which I will repurpose this for something else. But let's go inside the app, and let me see if I can get my tablet hooked up to this so we can actually record what I'm actually doing. I'm here on my tablet here, and let's go ahead and install the Kasa Smart app. Now, I already have this app on my phone, but there's no way for me to record that right now, so that's why I'm just going to do this. Let's go ahead and install this. Alright, let's go ahead and open this up and get everything all set up, which actually that's what this little app is for. I mean, the little pamphlet here says it's pretty straightforward to get set up. It says download the app, add it to Kasa, the app, and then plug it in and power up. So hey, let's see how that goes. So let me go ahead and log into my account here, which I shall block. These are all the apps that I have here, so let's go ahead and walk through setting it up. So we're just gonna go ahead and add a, okay, yeah, the video gear is the one that I showed you that I unplugged. That's why it's offline. So let's add a new one. Add a device. It said it should be a smart plug. And it's the power strip, the HS300. Plug in and wait for it to blink. It is blinking. Do next. In order to continue with setup, needs to location to scan. Okay, we'll just do that for right now. Alright, so I'm gonna connect it to my network here. Alright, so obviously it detected it because it's linking up with my Wi-Fi, which I will give it a dedicated IP address in my Unify network once I detect it on here. Which actually, let me look that up now while I'm actually doing this. Alright, so now we can set up what do we have plugged into each one. So I believe, okay, I got it backwards. So strip item number 6 is my video mixer. So I'm gonna call this ATEM. That's the one that's closest to the indicator there. And they still don't give me a lot of options on what I want to name it, the different icons. I wish they would give me more, but I'll just do the light bulb here. Alright, what's the next thing? I can't tell. Oh, I think it's my sound, my audio mixer. So do sound. Let's do audio mixer. How about that? Alright, now the next thing is the let's pick the stereo for that one. All right, and then the next thing we have is our bi-directional converter, which is going to my live streaming PC. So we'll do that. Converter. And that might be long-winded, but hey, it's for me. You can make it short if you want to. I'm gonna keep that one as a plug. And then what's the number? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Number. So that's backwards. I gotta keep thinking about that. So number 3 is my HDMI splitter. And that's how maybe I'm giving my secret away. That's how I have my PlayStation going into the splitter. Then the splitter goes into the ATEM, and that's how I'm able to see everything. There's your secret. I won't elaborate beyond that. All right, so what else can we pick here? I'll do Christmas lights for that one. I really wish they would give some more options for that. Like even a picture of a TV would be nice. All right, the last two I have plugged into the chargers for my, actually no, this one, I'm trying to think. I can't remember what I plugged into those last two. So anyway, I'll have to come back and add those later. All right, let's go to next. Congratulations, y'all configured. Cool, sounds good. Oh, and now it needs to do a firmware update. So let it update and let me make sure what I plugged into the other two. All right, for tips on this, yeah, that's the reset. All right, energy management and all that other stuff. So that's cool. All right, so now we're seeing all of these, so it's not going to show up like it's just one individual device. It shows each plug, which is similar to how the dual device that I have is. So like if I go here to my heater, which actually should be off, see, it's the one that has 2 plugs on each side, so it treats each one as if it's one. So I just turned that off. And that's just the heater portion. The other one is a charger, which I wanted to leave on. So far so good. Now the one thing I would say is disappointing about this is that they have USB plugs on there. I was hoping it would let me control how the USB plugs are, but it doesn't. So let's go back over here to one of these. And what other settings do we have? Okay, I can reorder this stuff, change the status of the LED. So if I go here to reorder, what is that? Okay, so you can just change the name, and that's fine. I don't really need to do that. Device info. All right, so that's giving me firmware, MAC address, what it's connected to, time zone, all that good stuff. I could remove device if I wanted to. So again, it's cool, but I'm still not able to have this set up with the USB like I wanted to. So what I'm probably going to do is still, for my converters that I have that are being powered, I'll have to still use the adapter and connect it that way, and I can still charge it that way. So let me go ahead and hook that up now, and then I will rename this other plug equivalently. All right, so when it comes to a design, I must say I really like how this is laid out, because there's enough space on each plug that I have massive plugs that are going in there for the equipment that I have. And what I have a problem with standard outlets or surge protectors or power strips is that the outlets are so close to each other. If you have an oversized plug, it will bleed over into the other one, so you end up losing a plug because you can't fit anything else in here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut over to what it looks like, and just shows how much space I actually have. So let's go back in here. So plug number 2, I have my HDMI to SDI. All right, and then this last one I have LED light. This is the one that's right above the camera that I have right here. So I will change that one because that actually is a light, and I'll pick that one. All right, cool. So again, I'm really happy with this. I want to put this to the test to see if this will work. Now, one thing I want to do is set up scenes. Now, in a scene, you can have it set up how you want to turn stuff on. Now, if you like this type of content, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification. That way you don't miss out on other great videos like this one. So you can make a scene here, and what I want to do is make a scene to where I'm going to start recording. I want it to turn on everything sequentially. All right, so let's say I'm recording my PlayStation, which is on for some reason. So let's go to create custom, and what we want to do is turn on the ATEM. We don't need sound. We want to turn on the bi-directional converter because that's how it's actually going to live stream, so I can actually get the setting. What else? HDMI to SDI, don't need that. That's from here. The HDMI splitter we need to turn on because that is how I can get the encrypted signal into the ATEM. And I think that's it. So let's go to next. And I will pick the conveniently placed gaming controller here. Next. And I'm gonna say game streaming. Alright, so that's my scene. Now I have my Google Home attached to this as well, so I should be able to just mention the command and it should work, but we'll see. So let's make another scene which is similar to what I have to do anyway, which is just me recording YouTube videos. So what do I need to turn on? I need to turn on my ATEM, my audio mixer, the bi-directional converter, the HDMI to SDI converter, my LED light, and that's it. Alright, so we'll do next, and we will use, I'll do this book because I'm hopefully showing y'all some content to help educate y'all, so we'll do that. And we'll call this make videos. All right, now what else can I do with this? Well, we call it live stream. So technically that's almost the same thing that I'm already doing here, but let's just make one more, and let's say we're going to turn on LED light, we're going to HDMI to SDI, bi-directional audio, ATEM, and let's just say that's it, which is actually the exact same thing. Well, actually, let me turn off audio because I don't have a plug for my audio board right now. I'm using the mic directly plugged into my camera. So I need to order another cable so I can connect my audio mixer to my ATEM. So I'll leave that out for right now. So we'll just do next. And we'll do popcorn. How about that? And then I'll say, call this live stream. All right. So there we go. So let me, now that I got this set up, let's go over to our Google Home and let's see how this works together. But anyway, let's try and add something here. So let's do add, and we're going to add, set up a device. I missed it. Have something already set up. So let's go here. And there we go. Check for new devices because it was already linked in my account. And I gotta log in again. Alright, so we got the account linked again. And we're gonna search for some new devices. So did it find them? Let's go back in here again. Oh, yeah, it did. Alright, so let's come back. Okay, there we go. So they're not linked to a room. So what we need to do is, let's go to this one, add to a room, and I'm gonna make a new room, and I'm just gonna say, oh no. Remove device. Create new, and I'm gonna call this studio. All right, cool. All right, so we got everything set up, and I even organized some other stuff that I had. So I made a brand new home for the smart plug. I just made that at the church and separated it there. So let's switch back to home. And so we have in the den, place where my heater and charger is. In the dining room, actually I can undo this because I'm gonna repurpose this device. So I guess I'll have to come back to that later. That's the other plug. So here's everything under my studio. And I think that's it. So let's see if Google can actually respond to everything else is here. So I should lose everything here. So I still got this camera on, but the live stream, my live streaming computer that's recording is gonna lose everything. So let me go ahead and set up my visual here. So when this goes off, all of this should go off. Turn off my studio devices. Turn on my studio devices. That was the actual Kasa smart strip, power strip. Really liking that it simplifies a lot of the stuff that I'm doing. I hope y'all like this review of this product. There'll be a link in the description for it. Just know that those are affiliate links, so we get a little kickback when we do that. Nothing is added on to your price, but it just helps fund the channel so we can bring other great videos like this to you. So if you like this type of content, go ahead and hit that like button, consider subscribing, and hit that bell. That way you get notified when we come out with other great videos to help modernize your media ministry. So this is AJ, and we'll see you on the next video. Later.